What's going on, internet? It's me. It's the mask, the mask man. Um, and in this video, I want to talk about the concept of striving for equality. Um, Now I don't want to pass myself off as a well-educated person. Like I said, I don't give a goddamn about my college degree. My college degree couldn't get me a job working at McDonald's. And I done forgot every goddamn thing that I done learned in school. There are people who are high school dropouts who are better educated, you know, more intellectually proficient than I am. So I don't want to stand over people and make it seem like I have any authority, to school niggas. But I do think about and I do, play around in my head with the shit that people say. And I try to exercise, a certain level of intellectual sincerity. And one of the concepts that gets thrown around in pro-black circles, in the black empowerment circles, in pan-African circles, in civil rights, in that whole vein, of trying to elevate your status in society and trying to advance your position in society. There's always this claim that we're fighting for equality, or that we're striving for equality. And it is my opinion, only my opinion, that fighting for equality is something that is both foolish and not worth fighting for. And I'll make, you know, a quick comparison. If if I want to become a basketball player, if I want to become a basketball player and I'm too young to play, but I aspire to become one, and I practice, and I watch the tapes, and I want to get in the game. My intention of becoming a part of the game and getting into the game is I don't want to get in the game to be equal to the players in the game, or I don't want to be a part of a team that is equal to everybody else that's playing the game. I want to get in the game to demonstrate my dominance. I want to dominate the game. I want to run the game. The Celtics had 13, NBA world championships. I want 25 back to back. I want to win the goddamn title every year that I play until I can't play no more. And I want to play longer and have a better career than anybody who's ever done it. Most people, when you talk about things that are competitive, their natural instinct is to want to be the best. Their natural instinct is to want to be the best and want to be recognized and appreciated and valued as the best. They don't want to be seen as equal. They don't want to be seen as competent or the same. They want to stand out and stand above in anything, in any human endeavor. They want to be the top of it. They want to be the standard bearer. Even if that's only a dream, that they put no effort whatsoever in, even if that's only a dream, that they put no effort whatsoever into actually achieving, into actually accomplishing, into actually making a reality. That is the dream. So if we dreaming, right, and we dreaming about pro-black, and we dreaming about getting somewhere, and we dreaming about doing something, why is your fantasy to be average? Why is that your fantasy? Why are you fantasizing about being average? No, nobody want to be average but you. Don't nobody want to be equal but you. You the only one that want to be equal. You the only one to you the only person who want to be looked at as just as good, just as talented, just as human, just as like you the only one who want to be just as. You the only one who want that. I don't know how successful I can get at doing YouTube videos, how successful I can get at doing movie reviews, television reviews, and analyzing everything that I come across in pop culture and speaking on different ideas. I don't know how far I can go with this. I can tell you what, I'm not trying to be equal. I'm not trying to be average. I'm not trying to be okay. I'm not content just to play. I'm not satisfied being all right. I don't care about just, I'm just as good as any other YouTuber. No, I don't have any limit to how far I want to go with this. There's no limit to how successful I want to be at doing this. Not even, being appreciated for it, but there's no limit to how far, I want to take my abilities. I don't have any limitations on how good I want to be and how good of a job and how, far and how much I want to get out of this. There's no cap. And I'm not looking for everybody to look at me the same way as they look at everybody else that does this shit, because I'm not everybody else who does this shit. I'm different. And it seems like black people are afraid to be different. And they're afraid to say that we don't want to be your equal. We not trying to be equal. Afraid to say that you want to dominate, not control, not be anybody's master, not be anybody's slave owner, not reverse racism, not black supremacy, not take out the frustration. This ain't payback. This is showing you what we can do when we have the opportunity to do it. What I think people should be striving to get is fairness. When I think about equality, I think of people, campaigning, for sympathy. I think of people, unfairly rigging the game to give everybody an equal share and an equal shot. Everybody shouldn't have an equal share, because to equal everything out, then certain people have to be handicapped and certain people, have to be helped. What there has to be is fairness put into the game. And, there has to be fairness. Now, I'm a big fan of reparations. I'm a huge fan of that. I think black people are well deserving of reparations. And I think that should be a project that we consistently work on and we do a better job of lobbying to get. And I'm not going to tell black people to not think about it at all or not work on it. I think you should work on it. So maybe that's a contradiction. Maybe people would consider that to be unfair. Maybe it's unfair to give people what they are owed. I don't know. I don't know if that's considered fair or not. And I don't give a damn because I'm not trying to be equal. I'm not trying to be, I am not trying to be fair. You should be trying to be fair. That's what you should be saying, that you want fairness. I'm not even interested in fairness. I'm interested in resources, training, and opportunity. Resources are the most important. Having resources, training people what to do with resources, and giving them the opportunity to go as far as they can possibly go with those resources. That's what I care about. Resources first, training second, the freedom to do whatever you want to do with those resources. And maybe a fourth, the government protecting people's freedom and their ability to do what they want in their own community and to go out and to be productive and to be strong and to have and to be able to maintain without the mob coming in to rob people of the riches that they created. That's what I'm concerned about. So to keep score, I don't care about equality. I don't care about fairness. I care about resources, training, and you can consider training education, but I look at education differently. Education is kind of a word that is used, to refer to schooling, going to school and knowing facts and figures. Being educated doesn't necessarily give you any practical skills for being able to support yourself outside of somebody giving you a job to do. Training, in my example, or education, as far as I'm concerned, is something that gives you the ability to work for yourself, not have your own business necessarily, not go into business for yourself or be a business owner, but be able to work whenever you want to work, that you have such a skill set, such a strong skill set, and such a deep understanding for how to be valuable and useful, that you can go out and create opportunities for yourself, or you at least can find opportunities wherever they are and take advantage of those opportunities. But you can't do it without resources. You can't do it without the training. If you're not trained, you'll never be able to find the opportunities. And if you find an opportunity, what is an unskilled, untrained, unlearned, incapable person going to do with an opportunity? An opportunity ain't shit for the person who ain't ready for it, who ain't been prepared for it. You can throw opportunity at an unlearned person 1,000,000 times a day, and it ain't going to make a bit of difference, because what can they do with it? So I think that people need to focus what their goals are. They need to adjust what their goals are. And if they're just sitting around dreaming, spitballing about what they would want to have or what they would like to be, while you're fantasizing about, being Darth Vader and, fighting Bugs Bunny, on the Millennium Falcon, or going on damn Star Trek, and, living in a world with no money. But while you doing that, you should stop saying that you want to be equal. You don't sound like you're trying to be great. You don't sound like any other human. You don't understand that life is competitive. For better or worse, life has become a competition. Life has become something where people are competing over resources. And you need to get very good at using resources better than other folks. That way you can turn around and sell the resources back to them until you do such a good job of it that they said there shouldn't be any more money. We should get rid of money and we should just all work together. So that's my opinion of it. Play the game and play it right. Play the game to the best of your abilities. Life is built as a game, and the game is get stuff. That's the game. And you want to get to the core of the game. You don't want to be distracted and confused about what game you're playing. Don't be confused about what the game is. Don't be confused about what the purpose is. Don't be confused about what the point is. The point ain't to be equal. The point is to be dominant at manipulating resources, to be a genius of managing and using and distributing resources. That's the job. And if you ain't thinking like that, then you ain't thinking right. Well, that's my opinion. I don't know how smart that was, or how well reasoned that argument was, but that's just my opinion. That's the best I got. Let me know what you think about what equality is and what is its function. Why should we try to get it? What does it mean to be equal? What are people looking for when they want to be seen as equal, when they want to be recognized as equal? Am I off base? What do I need to read? What do I need to study? What do I need to learn about? Am I making a false equivalency? I don't know what that means. I'm just saying words. Am I drawing, an unfair comparison? Am I making, an unjustified or ridiculous analogy? Am I not seeing things clearly? Am I saying what other people are saying when they say they want to be equal? I'm very literal minded, and I'm not well educated. So you can help me out, if I don't understand something, or if I'm not getting the message. If I'm not getting the message, then there are probably other people who are not getting the message. So clarify to me what the message is so I can relay the message. Anyway, leave it in the comments. You can rate the video, like it, dislike it, be honest. Don't give me a like I don't deserve. Subscribe to my channel. You can send me an email if there's anything you want me to talk about. You can shoot me an email at themrmassman@gmail.com. You can find a few of my videos on Daily Motion at themrmassman. You can find me on Twitter and Facebook at themrmassman. I am the same name everywhere, even though I wish I could just use the Mass Man. Somebody took my name. Bastard. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this subject. So I will see you in the next video.